How you doing, folks? Papa Joe here. A tired Papa Joe. It's nice looking truck there, man. Lance Corporal Ray Buzz Kossler, USMC. Well, it was a long time ago, man. Cause he's an old man. He's just damn near as old as me. But, where was I? Been a heck of a day. Lord's been working in my life. He's made a couple interesting things happen. Or the potential. We'll wait and see. I ain't gonna let the cat out of the bag on either one until they happen. Got my load on this morning. Took them about 2 hours. Weighed 6,148 pounds. And it was a full trailer. Empty gallon jugs in cardboard boxes. Hey, it pays the bills. I'd rather have light most of the time. However, once I got on up here in Oklahoma, that old wind got to blowing. 6,000 pounds don't hold one of these rascals down very well. But I got it there. Drove it straight through. And owner of the company was out there, sitting outside on the phone. I went in and grabbed some paperwork, dropped some paperwork off. He was hanging up, so I sat down there, me and him shot the bull for a few minutes. He's a pretty good old boy. I understand he's the boss, owner of the company and all that, but me and him are 2 weeks apart in our age. We both are well experienced at what we do, confident in life and in ourselves. We just get along real good. I consider him a friend. Yeah, he could fire me. Okay, what's the point, you know? I consider him a friend. He's a good guy. So, I get in there and we get ragging on each other. Nothing real crazy, but we get ragging on each other, enjoying a laugh. I have learned over the years, I've met several people that are well off or in positions of power or both. And, most of them really don't want you to be afraid of them or to kiss their butt or anything else. You're going to curb them tires, truck driver. Really, dude? Really? Wow. Wow. There's a big white island over here. This truck's circling back around trying to find parking. When he cut in front of me, he could have cut way off up here and then cut right. Did a big old J-hook. And he could have made it through that fuel island, or the fuel lane there for where the tanker brings in the fuel. That's what he was turning into. But instead of swinging way up here and around, he cuts it short like he's in a car. And he had both. He's got super singles. He had both sides up on that island. Really? You can't have the ability to make a turn better than that? I could be a grumpy old man real easy tonight because the parking in here is all jacked up. There's several drivers that have got way too wide of an area. But see, this is a dirt lot. And according to that guy the other night, if it's a dirt lot, you can park how you want. You don't need to have common courtesy or common sense and park right and leave your fellow drivers a parking place. Right over there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 trucks parked right there. And I guarantee you, if they parked right, like in a marked area, you could get 3 more trucks in there. That's how far apart they are. There is one truck, or one set of trucks, right there. The red Volvo and the white Freightliner are the only 2 that parked close to each other like you're supposed to, and leave a decent 1.5 feet or so between your mirrors. The rest of them have feet, anywhere from 4 feet here to damn near 8 feet here. There's almost enough room, and if that guy had scooted over like he should have, there would be another truck right there alone. Rest of them, if they squeezed in like they should, there would be parking. Now, according to that guy also the other night on that post about the truck parking, is if this stuff bothers me, I should get out and knock on their doors. Well, like one individual said on there, in this day and age, that's a good way to get shot. And it is. And the other one, he called me the parking police. No, I ain't the parking police, but I'm going to spotlight what I see wrong out here. That's what this YouTube channel is about, is trying to teach and educate. And that stuff over there is wrong. Just because we're on a dirt lot doesn't mean that you park stupid. Think about your fellow drivers. Now, this place is already getting packed out. Here in about 2 more hours, and what is it now? It's 10 o'clock, 5 till. A couple more hours, there are going to be some tired drivers wanting to park in here. And they pull in and see that nonsense, and you just shake your head. You know? So am I supposed to jump out and beat on all them doors and educate these drivers on how to park? No, I ain't doing it. You ain't doing it. Nobody's going to play that nonsense. But we can all look at this and say that's a crying shame. And hopefully one person watch this video will say, man, I've done that and I need to quit it. And they stop. Hopefully there's thousands that do it, and it might help out here. But if one does it, it'll be worth this rant. Let's see. Did I tell you about this restaurant? Me and the wife stopped here. They've just remodeled this place. Nice looking place. Me and her stopped here, and we ate some catfish in the one restaurant they had open. It was pretty good. I'm at the King's Travel Plaza in Savannah, Oklahoma. The next time I stopped in, the wife wasn't with me. They had the gas turned off because they was putting in that second restaurant. And no big deal. That happens. They're growing and opening and all that. No biggie. Stopped here tonight, and I was going to go in there to get me a bite to eat and spend a couple of dollars, help them stay open. And both those restaurants were closed. And they're little bitty restaurants. It ain't like the big ones. They're little bitty ones. So they told me with an excited tone in their voice that, oh no, they're all closed, but they took everything that was left up front, up there to that counter. I said, you mean that chicken? Yes, the chicken, with chicken strips and chicken. It's good. And I said, oh boy, do you have a Subway with that? He looked at me like I was crazy. I said, drivers are getting burnt out on chicken and Subway. It done got old. And McDonald's and Burger King. What makes them think that Well, it ain't a matter of what they think the truck drivers want. We don't have truck stops anymore. We have travel plazas. And the travel plaza is not geared towards you and I as truck drivers. It's geared towards travelers. And to them, this stuff isn't an everyday ordeal. So they can grab the chicken strips to go with ranch dressing. Ooh! And they're happy. Happy, happy, happy. So they really don't care about what the truck drivers want. They're putting in what is convenient for the four-wheelers, the regular travelers, and what is the most profitable for them, which is chicken and Subways. So I told him, I said, no thank you, I've got better than that in the truck. So I came out and I warmed up my last dish that I'd brought out with me, which was the pork loin and green beans and taters. And I chowed down on it. I've got some Little Debbie cakes over here. I had a couple of them with applesauce on them. And it was probably better than what I would have got in there, but I would have patronized them to try to help them to stay open. But not for chicken. Thank you. I am on the way home. I have one drop tomorrow in 202 miles. That'll leave me a couple hours away from the house. So I'll be home early afternoon tomorrow. So I will have to stop somewhere and cut down a couple of trees just so I can get enough limbs to beat the hell out of Mama. I'm quite certain she needs it. She'll probably be in denial and say no, she don't. She also tried to tell you she ain't spoiled. She's well loved, according to her. I got you some love right here, woman. I'm gonna light her up. One of these days, just pow! Right in the kisser. How many of y'all remember that one? My neighbor gave me a call today. I got a new neighbor. And he was telling me it's very possible he might have some equipment to borrow. That someone told him, yeah, you know, come get it at your convenience and go over there and help Papa Joe out type deal. No, I don't know the guy that owns the equipment. I know the neighbor, although he's a new neighbor. But the neighbor told him that, asked him if he could use some equipment, and old boy like, is it for profit or is this for you? And he's like, well, kind of sort of for me. My neighbor needs some stuff done. And the old boy like, well, just get it. Come get it. That's what the neighbor does, is haul equipment around, so it ain't a big deal. So that's cool. That's not going to happen this weekend. However, he wants to hook up tomorrow and talk about what I want to get done and whatnot. So the farm keeps growing, improving, whatever you want to say. Got that young lad. I'm going to have him this weekend. We're trying to iron out a work schedule. He works at another place and for me. So we need to iron out a decent time for him to come over with me and to be able to make his other job. That shouldn't be a major ordeal. It surely won't, or it definitely won't once we get the place up to par for him to just have to mainly keep it mowed and do a little bit of other stuff. Right now I've got so many sticks and stuff that are down. He has spent days picking up sticks, and I had some other people out there for a couple days before that. When that old boy did all that grade work and stuff and pushed down a bunch of trees, his dozer wouldn't get them limbs and stuff, so that has to be done manually. So I'm having to hire it done manually. But I want to be able to mow my place. I want to maintain a yard type. I mean, I've got 8.5 acres. Now, I've got a big old pond. I don't know, 1.5 acres of a pond. And I've probably got 2 or 3 that is still woods that still needs to be cleaned up. They are what I call dirty woods, and I don't like dirty woods. So I have an easy 3 to 4 acres that I need to mow with my riding mower, and I want all those limbs and stuff picked up. I don't want to tear my mower up, and I don't want a field where someone comes in and bush hogs. I want to be able to mow it. Now here in the next couple of years, I do plan on buying a tractor with a finish mower, and that will help a lot. That'll make it get done a lot quicker. However, I'm not in the position to do that right now. So I have 2 riding mowers, and that's how I'm going to cut it. Yeah, I know, that's damn near a full day's cutting on my little, what is it, a 34 inch or 42 inch or whatever the regular size riding mower is. Hopefully I'll be able to get Mom out there with me and both of us will mow. If not, I have a backup plan. It's called Papa Joe pulls one and drives one. No, I'm joking. I'm red now. I'm a hillbilly, but I ain't redneck. Ain't doing that. That pork loin that you seen, I have plans on what I want to do with that. So I have a couple of 2 to 3 dishes that I'm thinking about making this weekend. One of them is with the pork loin. Another one is with some chicken that we cooked up a while back. Remember when I did the chicken, well, the wife did it, but I made a video about the chicken and yellow rice. We had some of that chicken that got froze, and Mama froze the broth. So my son has sent me a recipe for what's called mull, M-U-L-L, which it looks a lot like Brunswick stew or Mulligan stew, depends upon where you're from, what you call them. And I told him it looked very interesting. It's basically meat and broth. And I told him I'm not a big fan of just meat and broth. This mull, as they call it, or Brunswick stew, is sold at barbecue houses, and they make it with leftover barbecue. That's its origin. So I understand why it's such a meaty dish. The wife and I discussed it, and she's like me. She wants more in it than just meat. So we are going to, that phone's fully charged. Somebody left me a message on YouTube. We're going to add some carrots and celery and whatnot to it. I'm going to do my best to videotape it. And it's a new recipe. I mean, to me, it's a new recipe. The pork loin, me and the wife was talking about it today because something was tripping through my head. So I called her up and bounced the idea off her. She likes the idea, so we're going to see what we can do with that. And yes, I'm going to try to record it. See if I can get... Okay, everybody turn their trucks off. What a good deal. So we're going to try to make that dish. So there's 3 right there. And I'll make them up. As long as they're edible, we'll edit them. We'll edible them. And I'll bring some out here with me. This has saved me a lot of money this week. We used to do this all the time in Georgia. Just a habit of getting ourselves back into the habit of doing it. So, the only downsides to it, well, here you come again. Now you gonna bounce them tires over that curb coming out this way? I'll be damned. No, he didn't. The only downside to it is it does leave the wife a messy kitchen to clean up behind me. I don't do dishes, period. When we bought this house, I did make sure she got a dishwasher. I was trying to tell her I brought one from Georgia, and she'd just hit me. And I said, but it's a cute one, and she'd still hit me. She said she wanted a dishwasher for the dishwasher to put the dishes in to wash. Gotcha. And little miss, I ain't spoiled, got a dishwasher. So, but yeah, it's all good. So I'm going to try to make up those 3 dishes. This week has saved me quite a bit of money out here. I've enjoyed it. Good food. Told you about them. So, you know. And, you know, I carry enough stuff with me that I don't have to have this truck stop. Just like last night. If I'd had another 15 minutes on my clock, I would have drove into that shipper this morning, or last night, and I would have woke up there this morning. Because I ate out of my truck last night. Ate out of my truck this morning. Now, grant you, it gets old eating out of your truck. That's why I was going to go in and patronize them and get a meal outside the truck. But that didn't happen, and I had something besides sandwiches. Sandwiches get old. Now, I got some ham and cheese back there. I have 2 packages of my pork loin left, which me and Mama sliced it up. I sliced the big ones for us to eat at home. Then I sliced up thinner ones for sandwiches out here. So, and I stuck 3 in a baggie. Well, Mama did. And because I told her, I said, well, besides that, I'll just cut the bread in half and take 1 slice of bread and make sandwich. 1 slice of bread, or 2 halves and a piece of pork loin will make me a sandwich. So that gives me 3 half sandwiches. That's fine. I don't have to be in a hurry in the morning. I'm not setting no alarm tonight. They start breakfast at 4 a.m. I don't know if I'll get breakfast or not. A lot of times when I wake up, it's time to truck. So as soon as I can legally take off, I usually do. Since I'm running this regional, I'm waking up a little bit earlier. I don't close my curtains. So when it breaks daylight, it wakes me up. With this spring forward nonsense, it's waking me up, I'm waking up a little bit before daylight. So we'll see what frame of mind I wake up in. I may just grab a package of pork loin, warm them up, slap a little mustard on them, and that might be what I have for breakfast. And go in there and use their facilities, give me a coffee in a can or 2, and take off. Then again, I might wake up and say, damn, breakfast sounds good. A lot of that's going to depend upon what they have. So, if it's your typical egg and sausage on a biscuit, I'm not really interested. If that little restaurant is going to have some scrambled eggs and sausage and biscuits and gravy and maybe a tater, a real breakfast, I might get some. But then again, I might just wait until I get home this weekend and cook my own. Believe it or not, Papa Joe knows how to cook a little bit. Might even see if I can get Mama to make biscuits. I might threaten her with her making biscuits and I'll make gravy. That's an idea. I'm kind of liking that idea. I might even cook up a tater. Now when the kids were home, we would buy the taters, the frozen taters and all that stuff for breakfast. With just me and Mama, no more than we eat. Hell, I'll just slice up a couple of taters and throw them in the skillet if she has any taters at the house. Usually when I get home, before I even get home, we'll be talking on the phone. We'll start plotting and planning what we're going to cook, which we've already started that. And then she will eyeball what we might need. And when she picks me up, we'll just go hit the store, get the shopping knocked out, get that out of the way. Then when we go home, we really don't have to leave, because she knows when I get home, I just soon stay home. Really don't want to run around a lot. For some reason, out here I've did all the driving I want to do for the week, which none of my in-laws seem to understand. They all think that when I get home, I should jump in the car and drive to their house to see them. No, thank you. So, it is what it is. You have now been updated. Dadgum, did this get dragging out almost half hour long? I'm sorry, folks. That's what's going on in the world of Papa Joe. Been talking to Greg about the radio. That's a go. We're looking real good for Saturday night. He has mentioned that if it goes good Saturday night, he's wanting to know if I may want to do one Monday night. He's going to be off that night. So, I said, well, let's just see what Saturday night goes like. So, if we get good reaction from folks, we get calls and the interchange going and some good conversations going and whatnot, I said, yeah, I might consider that. I'll probably do it if we have it going good. So, we will probably let you know Saturday night if it's going to be on Monday night or not. Monday nights will not become a regular thing. He normally works Monday nights. Somebody has to man the computer when we do this. His son might man the computer for us one night a week during the work week. And if he does, that's why we're talking about maybe one on like a Wednesday night. Other than that, there's only going to be a couple nights that he's off, which is Friday night and Saturday night. And I don't know that he's going to want to do a talk show both nights. So all of this is just kind of up in the air. We're playing it by ear to see how it's all going to work out in the long run. If it goes good, I'd like to do it every night. But I don't know how that would work out with his boy manning the computer. And I say his boy, it's his son, but he's a grown man. You know, he's up in his 30s. It ain't like he's a kid. However, I know that he has a job as well. So, I don't know. Y'all help us out here. Give us a few calls when we get the show going. And make this thing a success. The more successful it is, the more we will be trying to get on the air more often. That's what I got for you tonight. Y'all remember, God loves you. So do I. Don't park like these people. Start trying to eat out of your truck. Save a little bit of money. And it's healthier for you. And what the heck? Talk to me Saturday night. What do you think? Y'all have a blessed evening. Good night.